as you know, Chazz is here. I want to thank all those involved with making this possible. Thank you for your best wishes, your thoughts, and your support. Special thanks go out to a few of my favorite people, such as Lana Turner, and of course, last but not least, Judy Pritchett. Yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to think of my dad right now, just this dancing, gliding, just dancing through, right up through the heavens. And with outreached arms of dancers that pass, telling them, just egging them on. And his main man, Sam Scott, standing right there asking him, what took you so long? Welcome the lady that came out of the Savoy and formed the Norma dancers, Norma and the Four Jasmine, and she is still a legacy. She is the queen of Lindy Hop, Miss Norma Miller.
That young man that just introduced me, my pride and joy. I always tell Frankie, he's your biological son, but he's my immaculate conception. Frankie and I have had a great life. I've lived a life of dance. We danced all of our life. When Frankie took over our act, when Whitey was our boss, but he put Frankie in charge when we were traveling. Our first trip, as Frankie is our surrogate boss, we're going down to Rio de Janeiro. Now, we're going to a swinging place. They're getting ready to have a carnival. And if you ever see them karaoke in Brazil, wow! And Frankie would make us rehearse. We had to rehearse all day. And then that swinging music was matched with the samba and the Count Basie charts. We wanted to get out there in Rio and start swinging. And Frankie would make us rehearse. That was why we were one of the best jazz acts ever. Because we were never allowed to let down even one day. Because Frankie said we had a job to do. Lindy Hop was very difficult to get a place in the dance world. When the first Harvest Moon Ball, 1935, and that was a great dance contest. Frankie and I was in that contest. Now, when that contest came about, was because they had 5 categories of dance: the waltz, rumba, tango, foxtrot, and the Lindy Hop. Now, whoever won the different categories, that group will dance together, and the winner of that would be called the all-around championship. Well, in the waltz, you had to compete in the waltz. Well, as dancers, we couldn't compete in the waltz. We couldn't compete in the foxtrot. We couldn't compete in any of the other dances. So Whitey said, well, the one dance we got is the Lindy Hop. And that's ours. And that's what we'll go for. We only competed in the Lindy Hop. And we won that contest for the next 16 years. I sent the letter first to Judith, and she put it on Yahoo. So what was it, Yahoo? We got our name back, and we got our respect back. And that you're standing here being Lindy Hoppers, you're recognizing that we created the only official dance in this country. And I defy anybody to dare say anything less. Listen, I'm part of that Lindy Hop era. I'm the one that raised the, well, I raised the H. And I told Frankie, we got it back. And they wouldn't dare ever say Jitterbug in my presence or anybody else's presence. Jitterbug was not our dance. Our dance was called the Lindy Hop. And thank you, Mr. Frankie, man, you make me still stay there and work for you. And I want to tell you one more thing. This music, Shiny Stars, that was me and Frankie's theme. That was the dance he and I always danced to. And it was the dance that you now are dancing our dance. And you never make me so more proud when I see you getting up dancing. And I said, Frankie, you left a legacy that will live forever. And as long as you have musicians who can play this kind of music, and you have dancers who can dance this kind of music, you ain't got no problem. You're going to be around a long time. Got to know, got to